Today it's our time for our live where I'll talk about 4 ways to style a scarf for summer. I'll also have a little surprise at the end of this live too. But I just want to know from all of you guys here. Hello, hello. It's Jenny of Modern Shibori. Thanks for being here. We're talking about how to style a scarf 4 ways for summer. And let me know where you're watching from. What's the weather like where you are? Is it summer yet? Over here in Berkeley, California, it's getting there. Today's probably like 68 degrees, and sunny out, so it's trying. But yeah, let me know in the chat where you're listening and watching from. Also, let me know if you're planning a summer vacation, because that's what is some of the most fun that's going to be happening, since most of the world is opening up these days, and I'm super, super excited about that. But before I get to the styling part, you may be wondering, why would you wear a scarf in the summer in the first place? Hey, Suzette from Shanghai. Why would you wear a scarf in the summer in the first place? Well, I can think of several reasons why. I think, a lot of times you'll be out on a boat or on a beach and there'll be wind. Or maybe you'll be in San Francisco, which is freezing in the summer, so you'll definitely need a scarf. So yeah, I think a nice lightweight scarf, something like this, lightweight linen gauze scarf will be a fantastic layer for wind, super light layer on top of, anything that you're wearing if you're on a boat. Another reason why you might want to wear a scarf is because of summer mist. So say you're somewhere tropical or somewhere that has just a lot of humidity, you can throw it over your hair as quick protection from the mist, or if it's really hot, you can actually wrap your hair in as a head wrap. So just kind of keep your neck nice and cool and everything. The other reason why you might want to wear a scarf in the summertime is, say you're sitting at a casual cabana bar, and suddenly your friends jump up and say they want to go to that restaurant. Well, and you're wearing just a tank dress or even, a swimsuit with pareo or something. You can actually just grab a scarf and throw it over your shoulders. And then you have a nice, a quick cover up, makes you look a little dressy. Also, if you have to go inside for with the air conditioning, it protects you that way as well. So yeah, and then also air conditioning is another great reason to have a scarf with you during the summertime, because I know I was living in Brooklyn for about 7 years, and every time I transitioned from kind of hot humidity back into the office building, a scarf was always around my neck, because the transition can be pretty abrupt. So yeah, if you think of any other reasons why you'd want to wear a scarf during summer, let me know in the chat. And I also wanted to just quickly chat about the best fabrics to wear, like as far as a scarf goes. So right now I'm wearing my linen top, and it's dyed with fustic, and I dipped it in iron. I'm wearing linen pants as well. And I would definitely pair something like this linen gauze scarf with this outfit for summertime, because linen is just, I think it's the best fabric. It holds its body in shape, as you can see. It's super, super easy to clean, because what linen has, as far as the actual molecular build structure of the cell, it's cellulose, and it's a really nice long rectangular cell. So basically it's very smooth. What that means for you is it's very smooth. And it also doesn't really, once you've got it in some gauze, it doesn't really wrinkle very much. And it's also very, holds a lot of air. So it can actually be pretty, like a nice warming layer too. So I think linen is the best. It's easy, super, super easy to clean. And so that's why I love it. So these are on my website in different colors for $138. They're 14 inches wide by 72 inches long. So that's 2 yards. And they come in this walnut color with some little motifs on there. You can see it's pretty see-through. Walnut with indigo. And then also I've done one with madder root. So this is a really nice new color for the summer as well, and looks great. They both look great with this fustic and iron dyed olive green outfit I have on. And then I also have this one that's darker. So I basically did I did walnut, and then I dipped it in iron and a bit more indigo. So those are the scarves that I would recommend for summertime as far as that goes. Linen is just I think it's one of the best fibers out there. So basically, I want to show you now 4 different ways to tie a scarf. So the first one I'm calling the twist. And so what that is instead of taking it at half point, right? But instead of putting it over your neck, you want to just keep it in front of you and then put the ends over your shoulders like this. And wherever you want the scarf to fall, you want to twist it just a little bit, just keep it open. And then take each of the ends here. So this end here, and pop it in the middle. And then this end over here, get your hair out of the way, and pop it right in that middle too. And then just kind of, loosen it up, arrange it the way you want. If you want kind of a little knot there, you can do that. If you want it more open, say it's, kind of a warmer climate, you can leave it open, or you can even cinch it up if you wanted to. But I think that's a nice little way of kind of, of wearing a linen scarf. So that's the first one. It's called the twist. And then there's another one. So this one's called the weave. And again, I've got a little surprise at the end of this whole video. So stay tuned. So this one, again, is dyed with madder root. It's a beautiful coral color. And this is called the twist. So basically, you take it at halfway point, just wrap it over your neck like this, and then keep this open. I'm kind of doing it like right above my armpit. And so put one end in here in the opening, and then twist it, and then the other end right below it. Excuse me. So that's really nice because it's kind of like a woven look. So I like that one a lot. Then another great way of wearing this scarf is to take it and also actually wear it as a bolero. So this is another pattern on the website. This is, it's 100% organic linen dyed with walnut and indigo. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to putting it over my shoulders like this. And then I'm going to grab the ends here and here. Okay. And then I'm just going to keep it loose here and then just tie it in the back. So if I tie this in the back in a little tiny double knot, then you'll see that I actually have these little bolero type sleeves. So it's almost like a little jacket. And I still have range of movement, it could be really pretty on a dress if you're wearing a dress or something like that, or this top that I'm wearing as well. Just kind of dresses everything up a little bit, and then when you are tired of that, it's easy to weave it into a different way. So that's that one. And then the last wrap I want to show you is actually on this mannequin with her summer hat. So I will show you how I did this. I call this one the Toulouse-Lautrec, just because I love that painting where he's got this just lofty scarf around his neck, and then he's also got his hat on too. So I'm borrowing the scarf from her. And so what I do here is, this is probably my most favorite way of wearing it, but I keep one end super short, and then I take this other end, and I kind of estimate where I want it to fall, so where I want the bend. So I just put it around my neck like this, keep it really nice and loose. And then to make it really pretty, I put the ends underneath here and then just tie one little loose knot. So it's just really lovely. Thanks for all the hearts. Yeah, I just think this is a super simple, just really beautiful. If you get cold, you can definitely wrap it up higher. But a lot of times in the summertime, you just want just a little something around your neck. But yeah, I can show you how I would wrap it up higher. And you can do that like if you get cold. Or you can even wrap it around more. That's if you're, if you really need to kind of cinch down your neck area. But yeah, I usually kind of keep it pretty loose. So, but these are several different looks. And then you can see like a jean jacket or something like that, you know, maybe it got a little bit chilly. You're in San Francisco and you're riding a cable car or something like that. And suddenly this big blast of fog comes up and you're like, well, you can easily adjust it. And then, you know, so that's why I adore linen scarves. I just think they're super, super versatile. Um, so that is my live for today. I'm here every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and then there's always a replay if you happen to miss it. But so then the other thing I wanted to tell you at the end of this is there's a surprise code for Mother's Day, and it's MOM15, and so you can get $15 off anything in the shop. So you can go over there and just enter that code at checkout. Grab yourself a linen scarf, and I will hopefully see you out there in the summertime having fun. Okay? Thanks so much. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great night.